One of the most interesting things about Mourinho is the contrast in his body language when he's on the sidelines of a match and when he's really passionate about the game and when he's being interviewed, this deadpan and controlled expression. Now, the controlled expression, sometimes you can see one aspect of that, which is the lip purse. And when he's talking about Carneiro, you can see the lip purse coming into play. And it's like a sign that he doesn't want to say too much. He's trying to control his expression. He's trying to control what comes out of his mouth. And he's literally closing his mouth to stop himself saying too much.
But I understand the question, and I don't want to run away from the question. John Fern and Dr. Carneiro, they will not be on the bench.
Tells are kind of distinctive non-verbal signals which are unique to the individual. Now, one thing Mourinho does a lot is he does a head shake. Now, this is an anticipatory gesture when he does it. So he often shakes his head when he has a negative thought before he starts articulating the thought. So you know that something negative is going to come.
I understand you don't want to speak publicly about the referee. Will you attempt to speak to Michael Oliver privately?
For what? For what? No.
An explanation?
No, explanation for what? The game is over. I have nothing to speak.
But I take it you're not happy.
But I don't speak.
Now, what's really interesting then is looking where else the head shakes occur, because this is something distinctive to Mourinho. And it's really interesting when he tells us how good his life is at the moment, how he's enjoying family life, how he's going to enjoy a day off. Just watch his head shake when he talks about going to enjoy the day off. I get the impression that this is someone who really is completely focused on football and doesn't want too much time to reflect on other things.
I'm going to enjoy my day, and Thursday, one more day like I had in the last 15 years of my life.
Now, blinking is something which we don't have much control over, and it's a sign of negative emotion. And when Mourinho is giving interviews and talking in that kind of deadpan way, his blink rate tends to be very low. But it then starts peaking at certain points, and it's fascinating to see what it is that sets off the higher blink rate. So when he talks to Dan Walker about questioning his methods, just watch the way the blink rate suddenly increases.
I understand, and everyone will understand where your confidence comes from because you've had success. But can I ask you honestly whether you have questioned your methods at all and the way that you go about things?
Yes, I question my methods, yes. And the answer are in the book. 22 titles in 15 years.
Is this someone who's got some anxieties about whether he's as effective as he should be as a manager at the present time? Well, maybe yes, if he uses blink rate as a measure rather than what he's saying. And whenever we talk, we spontaneously use things like filled pauses, ums and ahs, false starts, where we start a construction and stop it, and we repeat things. And again, these are signs of negative emotion. So again, it's fascinating seeing what causes Mourinho to hesitate and what doesn't, because again, he's normally very controlled. Just watch his filled hesitations here when he's talking about results. And he's trying to say the very simple sentence, results are everything. But when he starts focusing on results being everything, just watch what happens to his hesitations.
So, but the results are, especially in my case, in your eyes, results are everything.
And he does this very interesting kind of surprised look at times, as if he's surprised by the content of what he said. He raises his eyebrows. Now, of course, the emotion that raised eyebrows are connected with is surprise. And it's almost as if he's trying to signal and communicate to the interviewer what the interviewer's emotion should be.
That's really sad, because it's not sad for me. I think it's sad for the players. I think it's a lack of respect to the players, not to me. Not to me.
So this is a man, in some sense, still in control of his players, still in control of the media, still in control of the interviewer, the person who's interviewing. He's guiding the interviewer's emotional response to what he's saying.
With me, I think you should compare with other managers. I'm asking you. Can I ask you?
You can ask me, but I thought I was the one asking the questions.
No, I'm asking you.
So all in all, this is an incredibly skilled performance. There's probably only going to be ever one Jose Mourinho, not just as a manager, but in terms of his body language style. This man is unique.